Ricky Cross. Hi, my name is Anna.
And I'm Peyton.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are celebrating, I missed my hands, a very special anniversary.
Today is the 1-year anniversary of this YouTube channel.
Wow!
Kind of. We are considering this day, March 11th, as the 1-year anniversary of our YouTube channel because although we have friends who have subscribed to us since before March 11th, 2020, all those videos are now on private. And this
we'll
is
never ever see the light of day.
This is when we officially started regularly uploading on our channel, taking it more seriously, scheduling things, all that.
Yes.
So pretty exciting or whatever.
Oh my gosh. This video is going to be a little different. We're not really reacting to anything. We're gonna just eat and chat about the channel and about, I guess, ourselves a little. I don't know. We don't really do that in most videos. This will be a little different. I don't know. This is just so
No, I think it'll be fun because while we are genuine and sincere, we have different mindsets when it's okay, we need to be making comments on this song, music video, performance, whatever. And even in a funny video, it's still focused on the video, but this is just us talking to each other, and we don't really have a lot of videos on that. So hopefully this will be fun for you guys.
Yeah, grab snacks.
We have snacks.
We have cake
and
berries.
Okay.
Do you all want to know the funniest thing about this, though?
What?
We didn't tell each other what we were going to prepare for our snack.
Peyton, would you like to introduce your food?
Mine is 6-layer chocolate cake that my mommy bought for me earlier today because I've been talking about how much I've been craving chocolate. And then, of course, berries. I've got strawberries, Anna, daiki. And I've got raspberries, san daiki, me. And blueberries, and I don't know the Korean word for that.
Blueberry.
Oh, perfect. Blueberry. Because obviously we are berry enthusiasts on this channel, and we are equal opportunity berry enthusiasts on this channel.
Okay. Is it 6 layers because the icing is also
because of the icing? Yeah.
Ah,
it's the icing.
Then I guess mine is 6 layers too. Mine is just vanilla fruit cream cake. It's one that my sister made again. And if y'all follow us on social media, you'll see that I posted a picture of one of the cakes she made before for my birthday. But this one was for my brother's birthday. And
was this Kunoppa, right?
Kunoppa, which is oldest brother. The cake is made from scratch and homemade whipped cream. It has kiwis, strawberries, blueberries. Inside are mandarin oranges, cure. Also, I have extra raspberries and blackberries on the side. So fruit!
Fruit!
Okay, now what do we do?
I don't know.
Oh, I also have green tea.
Oh, I also have decaf coffee because we're filming this kind of late at night and I already don't sleep, so Anna would get mad at me if there was caffeine in this. But look at my mug. It says Sassy Lassie.
You are a sassy lassie.
So.
And part Irish on
and
some
part
side.
Irish, yes. But yeah, we don't really have much of a plan for this. We're just...
I was about to eat, sorry.
I know. I was gonna let you eat, that's why I was talking.
Oh, thank you.
We also literally share one brain cell because I was like, Anna, we're basically having a birthday party. And she's like, yeah, but I'm not dressing up. And I was like, I'm wearing my standard black t-shirt, me neither. And she was like, me too. So the brain cell is doing its work today. So I guess if you're new here, or newer here, since we did our Q&A, you might not really know how the channel got started or why we started the channel.
Peyton doesn't remember either.
Yeah,
so it's
I don't know
okay.
either.
I had to tell her. Alright, whenever I tell stories, I include a lot of backstory. Yes. But basically, Peyton and I met in the summer of 2016. We're starting way back there.
Oh,
the cross sections are beautiful. Can I just say? Okay. So that was 4.5 years ago.
Oh my god.
4 3/4? 4 3/4 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
That's disgusting.
It's almost our 5-year friendversary, which we
need to make a video on that too.
I was gonna be like, yeah, we know the day of it too.
And we were friends through college. And then Peyton graduated in 2018. The first half of 2019, I was living in New York. And while I was living in New York, Peyton and I would message all the time, and she visited a few times actually for like concerts that we went to.
So many.
Also during that time, we were talking about like how much we would be able to hang out once I went back down, because I was only living in New York for like half of the year. And one thing we joked about was like, what if we made a YouTube reaction channel? And then all these ideas came out, and we were like, yeah, because Peyton, you can talk about dance with all your experience, and Anna can talk about the music and singing with all of her experience. And like, we'll have a lot to say, and I'm sure that people will be interested. Someone will be interested.
We were literally like, as long as one person's interested.
Who isn't our friend that we make watch our videos. Even then, he doesn't really watch our videos. Aaron.
We
can say his name because he's been in our videos before.
Yeah, he's been in one video, so he's the only person's name we can say.
And then I came back down, and then nothing really happened. And then we were hanging out a lot in the beginning of 2020 before COVID happened in America. And then we finally just went for it.
Yeah. Oh, I bet it took a while because I got really sick and then I went to Korea.
Yeah.
Here we are now.
Also, our very first videos available on this channel are the Golden Child ones. And those were, at least like their title tracks, were all filmed in one sitting after a concert. So it was very late at night, very tired.
The quality, I feel like, of our videos, both in how it's edited and also with our comments, has really increased. But like, we feel very loyal to the Golden Child videos and to that series, so they will stay up in public.
But anyways, that was how our channel started.
It's grown so much though. That's like, it's wild to me.
You know how you were talking about our Golden Child videos being like low quality, but we have to keep it up there because of loyalty? I feel that way about our Road to Kingdom videos too, because a lot of people like came to know our channel through the Road to Kingdom reactions. But I look back at them now and I'm like, oh my god, this video quality is terrible. The audio is so bad.
Comments. But here's the thing. I feel like our comments for the Road to Kingdom videos, I'm like very proud of a lot of those because live performances are kind of the perfect thing for us to react to be completely honest.
Yeah. Because like, I don't dance. Peyton says that she doesn't sing and doesn't know music. But both of us have experience in like live performance and like theater, so that's where we really get to talk a lot. Especially like the performances for a competition show, because those are a lot more like stunts, more theatrical than like a music show live stage.
And they're like, especially for Road to Kingdom and I guess Kingdom Coming Up, they're usually shot in like one take, so it's like really talking about like this is how the performance went. Live theater never goes the way you practice it. So when we watch it, we're like, oh, like we can talk about this. It's just so interesting. But the channel's grown so much. Sorry, I just checked. As of filming, like the day we're filming this, we have 7,336 people willing to listen to us talk.
What the
Thank
heck?
you all.
Do you know what's so strange? One thing that we never would have expected with this channel, you know how, so for a YouTube channel, you can look at your analytics and see like the demographics, like age, country, that sort of thing, where people are watching your videos. Our top country is South Korea.
That's wild.
We would not have expected that ever.
So to all of our Korean subscribers,
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Oh no, I should bow. Kind of, as much as I can while I'm sitting.
Do I need to bow?
감사합니다. So yeah.
It's gotta be because we've got Korean subtitles. I feel like that was a good decision. It was a stressful decision when we made it. Because at first we didn't subtitle all of our videos.
Yeah. I wonder, when did we decide to?
Road to Kingdom.
Was it Road to Kingdom?
It was Road to Kingdom because we were getting so many views from Korea.
Oh.
And those were stressful videos to subtitle.
I know. For those of you who don't know, by the way, Peyton is the one who does the subtitles for our channel, including the Korean subtitles. Yeah.
So if it's awkward sometimes, I'm sorry. I really talk in Korean like an ajashi. And it's because I learned Korean for my graduate degree. And we had to always talk in like business formal sort of speak. And so I don't talk like a 25-year-old. And my friends who speak Korean, including Anna, frequently remind me. Even like Kyoe Oppa has told me before that like
You're Kyoe Oppa?
Even
can we include that?
Yeah, you can include it. It's a nickname, but even Kyoe Oppa has told me before, like, you speak older than I do.
And he is much older. Not much, but like...
But it's not a little. So, I really do speak like an old person. Sorry if the subtitles are awkward sometimes. I like to think it's part of my charm.
It is! You're so charming. And cute. And pretty.
I said it as a joke, and now here we are, and I'm uncomfortable.
Accept my compliments. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, we really like, not dug our own grave, but like really, by deciding to start doing captions with videos like Road to Kingdom, because they were so long. And that's the only time that I've ever worked on captions before. Because like...
They're just so long.
And also like
it's like
now,
the technical terms,
yeah.
though. Like at that point, we didn't know the technical terms for dancing and singing.
But now, like, since it's been going on for so long and most of the terms we use are the same, it's just, yeah.
It's easier. But man, subtitling like a 10-minute comeback reaction is so quick now after doing like 55-minute Road to Kingdom video.
Cool, so are you ready for Kingdom subtitle?
I was thinking about it the other day. Actually, I was like, oh my god. I was like, what if...
I'll help you.
You're gonna have to, because I work during the day now too.
It's really funny because like Peyton gets so frustrated seeing me type in Korean. Because I can't type on a keyboard in Korean, but I'm really good at like texting on my phone in Korean.
Yeah.
So
I get really frustrated. When we write our community posts, and we do them in Korean too, Anna will usually dictate those because it sounds more like a 20-something speaking.
Colloquial.
Yeah, it sounds more thank you. It sounds more colloquial. But sometimes she'll start typing what she's saying, and I'll be like, "Oh my god, please stop!" And I'll like just because it's on a Google Doc, and so I'll just start typing. I love you.
She can see like just my cursor, and like every few seconds, new character. Wait, that's
yeah. And she'll backspace and be like, "Please stop." I feel like that says a lot about our personalities too, though. Like our personality types.
I just want to help.
I love that you help. I meant like how I'm very like bali bali Sara. Speaking of personality types though, should we talk about that too?
Yeah, everyone please let us know your Myers-Briggs, MBTI, Hogwarts House, Enneagrams.
Yes.
Is there anything
And if
else?
you don't know what the Enneagram is, we'll drop the link below. Oh, and the color one. Talk about the color one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so basically, if you couldn't tell by now on this channel, we are very into like personality type things, like type indicators, tests.
What are
Not
yours?
really
Go ahead and
astrology. Astrology is different. But like
Just go
I
ahead
know
and tell me all of yours, Anna.
But I know that stuff because like my friends are really into astrology. So for that, I'm a Pisces. Hogwarts House is I'm a Ravenclaw. Second is Hufflepuff. MBTI is INFP-T. And then my Enneagram is I'm a 9-wing 1. We also said all of these in our Q&A, but we are determined to know everyone's. Peyton,
we have new friends, okay? What did you start with? I am a Libra. I am a Gryffindor. I'm very proud of that. And my second one is Slytherin. I'm also very proud of that. Anyway, I am an INTJ-T, and I am an Enneagram 1-wing 2.
That's why we understand each other.
Yeah. But talk about the color one, because that one is really cool.
Yeah, okay. So, my friends who are really into astrology, though, but we were talking about the MBTI, and one of them was like, oh, have you heard about this color test that's trending in Korea right now? I don't know if it actually, like, still is, or, like, if it was, but she said that it was. And basically, like, it's another personality type thing, and then it gives you a color. So I took it, and the description was, like, exactly right for me. So then I sent it to Peyton and I was like, take it.
Yeah.
So she did.
And it was exactly right. It was scary.
But it's only like 10, 12 questions. So I was like, how is this so accurate? So we'll also link that in the description box. But yeah, it was like scarily accurate.
It really is kind of one of our goals though. To somehow, it's never gonna happen, but somehow get the Enneagram trending in Korea the way that the MBTI is currently trending with the K-pop stars, because it's so informative.
Oh, another thing. Shout out to all the friends that we've made on this channel.
Yeah.
I mean, We consider y'all friends.
We really do. And like, if you've commented even just once, we remember the next time you comment. We're like, this is the person who said this on that video. So, we've become very fond of our friends. We get so excited for y'all, especially like when we see stuff shared on social media, like everyone's doing well.
We also did this thing once we opened social media, because like not everyone's YouTube name is the same as their like Twitter or Instagram name. So for a little bit we were like, who's who? What is it?
Okay, here's the thing. We also talk about y'all. We're not kidding. We talk about you like you're our friends. We'll be like, oh, blank username commented this. Like, did you see the comment? And we'll like joke about it, or like be like, oh, they said this. I hope they're doing okay. As soon as social media's opened and we were like comparing everyone, we also were like looking to see what everyone's pronouns were, because we were like, dropping usernames in the middle of a sentence can get very cumbersome. So we needed to know correct pronouns if they were available. So if you comment and you're willing, drop your pronouns, because we would like to be respectful. What else has been interesting about this channel? We've gotten to know so many new people, like groups, K-pop people, and like really come to love them, honestly. Like we were talking about earlier, how it's been so fun, especially the groups that are like newer, like rookies, how proud we feel watching them like get better and improve and start looking so confident on stage.
For both of us, we kind of just like didn't follow new K-pop starting like the end of 2016 until like the beginning of 2019, with very few exceptions. Like unless it was a group we were already following, or like they're from like a really, really big company and like super marketed, so you really just like, if you're a K-pop fan, you can't say that you don't know them. Then we didn't really know.
Or like younger sibling groups.
Yeah.
Groups we already like.
We missed so many.
Just so many good debuts, honestly. And just so many good groups, like talented groups. This is completely unrelated to what you were just talking about.
Yes.
So apologies.
Okay.
Do you know one thing that I do think is really interesting?
What?
Is there actually a lot of groups and or soloists that we both regularly listen to that we have either never reacted to on the channel before, or like very rarely reacted to?
Oh yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people don't know that, and it's so weird.
For groups that we regularly listen to, it's like we already know all of their music and content. So there's nothing really we can react to on the channel.
Mostly, I was just thinking about T.O.P Media, and then I thought about Lee Jin-hyuk.
It's just that's because you really want to react to Lee Jin-hyuk, because you really like Lee Jin-hyuk.
But then, okay, thank you for that. But then...
You do!
Yes, I do, that is correct. But from there, my mind was like, who else have we not reacted to? And really, I was just thinking about how Kang Seung-yeon's gonna have a solo comeback soon. And I feel like people are gonna be a little shocked by how excited
That's true. But that's because Winner was like right when our channel started, and then they enlisted. I meant they as in like
word.
I'm sorry.
I'm sensitive.
You're the sensitive one?
Yeah, that's fair. I'm really not the sensitive one. It's not that I'm not sensitive. It's just that between the two of us,
no one would ever say
that I was the sensitive one.
I don't know what it is about this YouTube channel.
Do you know what I think it is? I think I just get really hyped when I'm watching stuff. But like in real life, if you were to ask me about like personal feelings, I'd just be like, and I'd be like, let me tell you the whole story.
Me?
Let me take it back to 2015.
It was 2016. Thank you very much.
Whatever. Time is a social construct.
Time is a social construct.
It just reminds me of the girl in my math class that would just be like, numbers aren't real.
Well, I mean, there are numbers that do not exist in the set of real numbers.
Everyone guess who the mathematician is between the two of us.
Not anymore.
All I wanted to do earlier today was go to a Korean cafe because I was watching a drama and they were in a Korean cafe and I was just like,
I want to go cafe hopping in Korea. You can't really do that alone. Last time I was in Korea, I basically had to travel alone because my parents would be together and then my sister and brother-in-law would be together. Then it was just me.
I want to take you to all the restaurants that I went to last January.
Yes, please.
I want to take you to the vegan one that Kevin and Eric and Jacob mentioned when they were on K-pop Daebak, and they were talking about like where they like to eat, and I was literally sitting there like, I've been there. It's in Itaewon.
Itaewon freedom. What?
It's so good.
How do we end this video?
Well, I don't know, because you told me I wasn't allowed to sing happy birthday.
Well, the cake isn't even here anymore, so we can't sing happy birthday.
Because you were totally gonna let me anyway.
I would let you, but then I would cut it out of the video.
So what's the point?
Last berry. 3, 2, 1 by Peyton. 1 by 3.
I think I would
2.
Wait, I'll eat the top icing and then I'll say I'm done because I can't eat that all.
3, 2, 1. Why did I make that noise? It's like when I am eating with my nieces, I make that noise.
Oh, that was so sweet. Oh, that was like the grainy, sugary sweet.
We don't really know how to end this, but thank you for being with our channel. We can't believe it's been a whole year since we like seriously started doing this. So much has happened. We only talked about a little bit of it in this video. Hopefully you enjoyed our rambling. Hopefully you ate something yummy with us. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Love you. Much love all the time. And
Bye.
bye.
Bye.